It is time now for a new day in our politics. And it is an honor and a privilege to be a part of a movement that has fought every single day to bring that day forward. And today, we have until 9 p.m. to say that our time has come. Thank you very much.
All right.
I believe that victory is a mandate in and of itself.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Zach.
You know, I wanted to make sure that I took every opportunity to speak to New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs throughout the duration of early voting, and it was a joy to vote alongside my wife this morning.
All right, we'll go here.
On
Chris,
ballot question number 4, there's been some concern that would empower the mayor too much when it comes to housing construction. That at all costs decided to vote yes. How would you use that power risk?
That is a power, like all mayoral power, that must be used to deliver for New Yorkers. And I am looking forward to working alongside the City Council in delivering the kind of investments that so often communities have been denied, and to finally ensure that we understand the strength of this city be measured by the neighborhoods furthest from City Hall, not by the ones just closest.
Sorry, we'll go right here, right here.
Are you concerned at all about any voter intimidation? There were some issues in New Jersey this morning, North Jersey, of bomb threats with voting locations, not here, but the level of concern that that could play out here sometime.
It's incredibly concerning. And I think that it is an illustration of the attacks we're seeing on our democracy. Sometimes they're blatant and explicit in the manner of these bomb threats. And we also have to know that here in New York City, I saw a young woman sharing a story of her mother who had voted for our campaign and was then harassed by another man at that poll site for doing so. And we have to understand this as part of the general approach the Trump administration has taken to trying to intimidate voters with baseless allegations of voter fraud as a means of trying to repress the voice of Americans across this country. And when we think about how best to fight Donald Trump, one way we can do so is by understanding Andrew Cuomo for what he is, the candidate endorsed by Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Stephen Miller.
All right, go ahead, Ed.
Well, I get older every day. I think more about New Yorkers than I do about anything beyond our 5 boroughs. And I look forward to fulfilling the hope that New Yorkers have put in me and to earning the trust of those who voted for another candidate or didn't vote at all. Because my responsibility will be to the entirety of this city. And it will be to deliver on the agenda that we have spoken of for more than a year, an agenda which will finally bring working class New Yorkers to the heart of our politics, a place that they have not had for quite some time.
Yeah, Michael, go ahead.
I want to ask you about the housing question. We know that more than 700,000 people cast their ballots in early voting, and many of those people.
You know, I take very seriously the responsibility that I have to share my thoughts with New Yorkers, and I want to always ensure that I do so having had actually come to the conclusion. And I took the time to have conversations with stakeholders, policy experts, and wanted to make sure that I was deliberate in the decision that I made, and that's where I've landed.
All right, we're going to go right here. Excuse me, sir. All right, right here.
You think that this is bigger than New York, that your victory can turn the tide to competition?
My ambitions are squarely within these 5 boroughs, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to go right here.
He's going to reduce federal funding if you win. What are your thoughts on that?
Sorry, could you say it one more time?
President Trump says he plans to reduce federal funding if you win. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, President Trump also encouraged every New Yorker to vote for Andrew Cuomo. There are many things that he will say and that he will do that will not actually bear out in the results within our own city. I will treat his threats as they deserve to be treated, which are the words of a president and not necessarily the law of the land. And too often we treat anything that he says by virtue of who's saying it as if it is already that law. And it is time that we have a mayor who stands up for New Yorkers each and every day, not one who's willing to sacrifice those New Yorkers so that they can stand up for themselves.
All right, last question right here.
Phone banking.
Go ahead.
I look forward to representing those New Yorkers and look forward to fighting for every single dollar this city is owed. What we see in the language of Donald Trump is a premise as if it is his decision on whether or not to fund a city the very money that this city is owed. And I look forward to utilizing every single tool at my disposal as the next mayor of this city to fight for the people of it. That means using the courts, that means using the bully pulpit, that means ensuring that we actually follow the letter of the law. And I know that doing so is something that threatens Donald Trump. It's why he's gone after Attorney General James, because she had the audacity to hold him to the same law that every New Yorker is held to. But I will not be intimidated by this president. I will not be intimidated by anyone, because my job here is to serve the people of the city.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.
All right, there you have Zoran Mamdani. He cast his ballot there in the election for New York City mayor. He was asked who he voted for, and no surprise, he says he voted for himself. He also revealed how he voted on some of the other measures there that are on the ballot. As we get remarks from the other candidates throughout the day, we will bring those to you here on Live Now from Fox. And don't forget, tonight, as those results come in, we'll bring them to you live. If you're watching us here, you will be the first to know when those come in. Going to head to a quick break here at 8:26 on the East Coast and 5:26 on the West Coast. On the other side, we are going to bring you much more on this breaking story that we have been following, the death of Vice President Dick Cheney, former vice president there, who passed away last night at the age of 84. That is according to his family. We'll have much more on his life and legacy coming up in 2 short minutes. Stay with us.
You're not allowed to say clear stem your acne.
We are not allowed to say a lot of things, so now we have to say things like blemish prevention and hope that you get the point.
We can't say your scars. We can't say your wrinkles. We can't say your wrinkles. We can't say takes away your
Blemish,
wrinkles.
radiance,
Renewal.
glowy.
I don't think we can say